Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft train tutorial. In our last video, we showed you how to make this 3-pack of intermodal well cars. Today, we're going to be continuing on with part 2 of that, and I'm going to show you how to make a few different designs for individual well cars. So let's get right into it. So the first step is going to be to take out a dark oak stair to be the coupler and get that attached. Underneath it, a dark oak fence gate to be an air hose. Then, we're going to do our wheels here, so switch to a block of netherite, and on the next block down on the rails, get netherite on each rail with an end rod to be an axle. Then we're going to put nether brick stairs upside down in a back-to-back T-shape pattern like this, coming 3 across the rails. Then another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then on the outsides of the truck, we're going to put a hopper in front of each wheel and a dark oak fence in front of each stair. Same thing over here. Then we're going to switch over and we're going to take out red terracotta. And we're going to come 5 across the end here and wrap it forward. Fill this all in. Then we're going to come on the next block down and get one on the side like this. And we're going to extend this down until it's 17 blocks long in total. Once you have 17 blocks, do the same thing on the other side. Get it on that outside edge and extend it all the way down to the same length, 17 blocks down. Then we're going to do the next truck. So netherite on each rail again with an end rod axle. Then upside down, back to back nether brick stairs in a T-shaped pattern. And another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then dark oak fences in front of the stairs and hoppers in front of the wheels on each side. Then switch back to red terracotta and go ahead and fill in this whole section above the truck here, 5 wide from rail to rail and coming to the end of the car. Then take a dark oak stair to be the coupler, swing around like this and get it stacked up to that second block. Delete the one you used for placement, and under it put a dark oak fence gate for an air hose. Now come down towards the end of the car here, skip 2 blocks forward, and we're going to knock out a row of 4. Fill that with smooth quartz to represent some lettering. Do the same thing on the other side. Then we'll come down towards the other end here. 2 blocks ahead, knock out 1 and 2 and fill it with smooth quartz. Then skip ahead 2 and another 2 smooth quartz. Copy that pattern over on this side. Then switch back to red terracotta and we can go ahead and fill in this top layer end to end on both sides of the car here. Now, come down to the end of the car with an iron trap door. Put 5 coming across the very end, and 5 up on that edge there, and 2 coming across the middle so it makes like an I-shaped pattern. We'll do the same thing down on the other end. So a line here, and 2 coming up the middle. Then come in and put 2 flower pots on either side of the iron trap doors in the middle there. Same thing down on this end, 2 flower pots here and here. Then we're going to take out a crimson fence on the end of the car here to be the handrails to get up. Put a stack of 2 on the end, skip a block, and a stack of 2. Same thing over here. 2 fences on the end, skip a block, and a stack of 2. And here. And same thing on this corner. Then, in all the gaps between the fences, we're going to place a ladder on each corner of the car. You can see here I miscalculated. That should be moved over by one. And then one more corner to go with the ladder here. One there. Now on one end, on the second fence in, close the trapdoor to be your brake wheel. We're going to come behind it, and we're going to take out a grindstone here to be the air reservoir. And put a grindstone right there. Then we're going to take out red stained glass pane to represent some support beams. So on this first one in front of the wheel, 2 stained glass panes. Then we're going to skip forward in front of that section of smooth quartz, and then in front of this section, and then down on the end. Then we'll come over and do that pattern on the other side. So 2 stained glass on the end, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. Then we're going to take out a polished granite slab, start in front of those iron trap doors, and run it all the way down end to end on top of the car. Same thing on this side. Run your slabs all the way down. Then I'll show you how to make this car if you want it to be empty. So we're still going to be using our polished granite slabs. Come down here in front of the wheels and put 3 across. Then we'll come straight down the bottom middle here. Because these things have support beams in the bottom, but the bottom's not completely enclosed. And then 3 across the end. Then we're going to turn to the side, skip forward, leaving a block of 3, and put 1 on each side like this for a support beam. Same thing down here, skip forward by 3, put 1 here and here, skip forward by 3 again, so 1 goes in the middle here. And this is what that car looks like empty. And actually we'll add just a few more details. So take out a stone button, put 2 of them on bottom here, and 1 over here. And do the same thing on the other side. So 2 buttons down here, and 1 here. Now we'll work on our next design for a single well car. So take out a dark oak stair for the next coupler, and get it attached up here. Underneath a dark oak fence gate to continue the airline. Then we'll do our wheels, so netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then an upside down back-to-back T-shaped pattern of dark oak stairs and another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Hoppers on the outsides of the wheels and spruce fences in front of the stairs on both sides. Then switch to smooth stone slabs, and on the very end in front of the coupler, a row of 5 slabs coming across. Then we'll fill in the rest of this area above this truck with yellow concrete blocks. And actually I made a little mistake. Knock out this first row of yellow concrete here. Fill that gap in with a row of 5 oak slabs. Sorry about that. On the outside edges of the oak slabs, put an iron trapdoor above each side. Then switch back to smooth stone slabs and go around the edge and make this C-shaped pattern. Then we're going to switch back to yellow concrete, get a yellow concrete in front of each wheel, turn sideways, and get an upside down oak stair facing towards the end of the car on each side. Then we'll swing around here with yellow concrete, come off that oak stair, and extend it down by 17 yellow concrete blocks. When we get to the end of it here, we're going to put an upside down oak stair facing this direction. Then we got to do the same thing on the other side. So extend this side down till it's that same length, 17 blocks. And an upside down oak stair on the end of it here. Then we'll put a yellow concrete on each side on the inside of the stairs. Then we're going to work on our next truck here. So we're going to go ahead and take back out netherite. Get netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then upside down, back-to-back dark oak stairs in a T-shaped pattern. Then another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then we put hoppers in front of the wheels on the side and spruce fences in front of the stairs. Same thing over here. On the very end, above the wheels, we're going to put a row of 5 smooth stone slabs coming across. Then we got to get oak slabs out here. A row of 5 oak slabs in front of that. Then yellow concrete. And a 2x5 of yellow concrete here coming across the truck. Now come around on top and on each side above the oak slabs, put an iron trapdoor. Then smooth stone slabs in a C-shaped pattern wrapping around this yellow concrete like that. Now take out a dark oak stair to be the coupler, get it stacked up till it's the same level as those slabs. Delete the ones used for placement and put a dark oak fence gate underneath it for the air hose. Then we put a jungle trapdoor on the left hand corner here for the handbrake wheel. Then on the corners of the car, we're going to make a 2x2 of oak fences. And then same thing on this side, a 2x2 of oak fences. And we'll do that down on this end too. A 2x2 of oak fences here. And a 2x2 over here. Then we're going to put a flower pot in that corner there. And come down to this end and put a flower pot on that side on this end. Come down on the left hand end of the car here on bottom. Knock out this first block in front of the stair and replace it with coal. On this side we do that on the opposite end here, so coal right there. Then switch to yellow concrete on top. 1, 2, 3. Then 4 coal and a yellow concrete. Then we'll swing around here, start from this end over here. Same thing, 3 yellow concrete, 4 coal, and a yellow concrete. Now we're going to come from the opposite end here, 3 yellow concrete, a coal, 2 smooth quartz, a coal, and fill the rest with yellow concrete. And we'll do that same thing down here. 3 yellow concrete, coal, 2 smooth quartz, coal, fill the rest with yellow concrete. Now we're going to take out an oak slab on top here, and on the sides we're going to extend down 3 oak slabs coming off the end, and then 3 oak slabs on each end here. Then we're going to take out yellow carpet and fill the rest of this top on the side with yellow carpet. Same thing over here, yellow carpet going end to end. Then we'll put 3 smooth quartz slabs across those blocks there and 3 down in there. And now our second intermodal well car design is done, and we'll move on to a third different design. This one's going to be radically different. I don't know what they're actually called, but I've heard them nicknamed the Viking ship design. So come in with a dark oak stair to be the coupler, get it attached up, and a dark oak fence gate underneath it to be the air hose. Then we're going to do the wheels, so netherite on each rail, with an end rod for an axle. Then we're going to take polished black stone stairs, upside down in a back-to-back T-shaped pattern like this. And then the next set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then we'll put dark oak fences on the sides of the stairs and hoppers on the sides of the wheels. Same thing over here. Now we're going to put a row of 5 smooth stone slabs across the end of the car here above the truck. And then on each side and in the middle, 2 polished granite slabs coming forward. Then we'll spin around like this, and we're going to switch to a polished granite stair. And we got to get a stair placed on each outside edge. Delete the ones used for placement and put 3 slabs across that. Then swing around in front of this. Start on bottom on the outside edge of the car here with a polished granite block. We got to get one on each side like this, and we're going to make them so each one of those is a column of 3. Then we're going to come off this bottom and extend it down 17 blocks. Once we have that, we'll do the same thing on the other side, extend it down 17 blocks. Then in front of these, we need to put a column of 3 on either side. Now we'll do our next set of wheels, so a block of netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then polished black stone stairs upside down in a back-to-back T-shaped pattern like this, and another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then we put hoppers in front of the wheels on the outsides and dark oak fence in front of the stairs on each side. Come on down above this truck, get a polished granite slab coming 3 across the middle and stairs in each side. Then come up the middle with polished granite slabs, and on the end 5 wide of smooth stone slabs. Then 2 polished granite slabs on each side like this. And actually, looking at it from a side view like this, the angle's not looking quite correct, so I'm going to come down on this end here, and on each side I'm going to delete the stair and the first slab. Same thing here. Put a block in the corner, and we're going to make it 2 stairs going up. So that looks a little better. We'll come and do the same thing down here. So knock out these 2, knock out these 2, put a block in each corner, and then 2 stairs coming up on each side. Come around on the side of the car, and on this right hand side of the car in this corner, 1 smooth quartz. Come down to this end, skip 2, and put 3 smooth quartz. Then it's reversed over here. So 1 down there, skip 2, and 3 here. Then we'll go ahead and fill the rest of this in with a polished granite block, going from end to end on both sides of the car here. Then on these ends, turn this way, put a stair here and here, and then turn this way for that end and a stair in each of those corners. Then above this, we're going to put a sideways stair here, then 3 going this way so it wraps around, and then 1 going that way so it wraps around. We'll do the same thing down here. So a sideways stair, turn this way, 3 going this way, and then turn and 1 going that way. Then all along the sides here, we're going to run a full row of polished granite slabs going from end to end. Same thing over here. Just bring the slabs from end to end. Now we'll come on down to this end with our dark oak stair for the coupler, get it stacked up to the right height, delete the ones we use for placement, and put a dark oak vent skate underneath it for the air hose. Then, in this left-hand gap here, we're going to get 2 grindstones to be the air reservoir. Next to the coupler on that side, we close a trapdoor for the handbrake wheel. On the gap on the other side, 2 flower pots. Then come down to this end of the car, and 2 flower pots in these 2 gaps here. Then we're going to take out a black stone button, put 1 on that outside edge there, and then we're going to put 3 coming across the middle, and then 1 on this outside. Do the same thing down here, so a button here, 3 coming across the middle, and a button over here. Then 2 black stone buttons down here, like that. Then switch to a stone button, and we're going to make this pattern where there's 4 with 1 coming up. We'll do the same thing down on this end here. So 4 stone buttons with 1 coming up here, and 2 black stone down on this end. Now we're going to take out a crimson fence, and much like on the car before it, on the corners, we're going to use our fences to make a 2x2 to represent ladders. Same thing down on this end. 2x2 of crimson fence here, and a 2x2 over here, and a 2x2 over here. So now our final Viking ship style intermodal car is done, and we'll move on to work on some shipping containers. Now, just for variation, sometimes they have a smaller container with a bigger container on top, so we'll do that here where we built this one with a bottom. Take out magenta concrete and come 2 blocks in from the end here. We need to make a column of 4 there. We'll delete this slab and we'll fill this all in so it's a 3x4. And we'll do the same thing down on this end. So come in 2, delete that slab, and make a 3x4. We're using this color because this is going to be a 1 shipping container. Then we can come down the sides and go ahead and fill in both sides with magenta concrete. Now we need to make some letter banners for this container. So go ahead and get out a loom and come into it. We're going to be using white dye and a magenta banner. Put a vertical on the left, vertical on the right, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom. New banner. Vertical on the right, vertical on the left, and a diagonal. New banner. Vertical on the left, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, horizontal in the middle. Then switch to magenta dye and take these banners and put a magenta border around all of them. Now we'll come down and place our word on the side of the shipping container here. And this is why we built this one on bottom, because the banners can face through these slabs. And we got to get the word lined up to the middle of the container here. And we'll just use our banners to spell out 1. And we'll do the same thing on the other side here. So spell out 1 in the middle here. Now we'll do the top container, so take out green concrete. And like I said, this one is going to be longer than the bottom one for variety. So extend it out 2 past the end of the pink one there. So come 3 across and extend it out another 2. And we'll go ahead and fill in the sides here. And we're just going to make this so it's 3 blocks wide and 4 blocks tall. And we'll fill the whole thing in with green concrete. Now we'll swing around on the side of this for lettering here. We're going to come on the side, 1 block up from the top, and 2 blocks in from the side. And we're going to start knocking out columns of 2 with a gap of space between them for the lettering. This is supposed to be an evergreen container, and I was going to show you how to make all the letter banners for it, but that same glitch happened where it wouldn't save banners. And I was already a long time in, and I didn't want to waste any more time trying to reboot Minecraft, so we're just doing it with blocks. Fill all these with smooth quartz to represent the lettering for evergreen. We'll do the same thing over on this side, so come 2 blocks in and 1 block up, and start knocking out columns with a gap of space between each one. And bring it down to the other end here. Then we'll fill all these with smooth quartz. And then we get this nice effect where we have a shorter container on bottom and a bigger container on top. Now for the containers in the next car, Nobi5 has requested I do some red hug group containers. So that's what we'll be putting in this next intermodal car. So we're going to take out red concrete. Come down in this car on the end in front of those slabs, and we're going to make a 3x3 of red concrete. We don't have to do the bottom because we won't see it. Same thing, a 3x3 here. And then we're going to fill in the sides on bottom here like this. 1 row of red concrete going end to end. On this top row, start on the left hand side, come forward by 5 red concrete. On the other side, we start on the opposite end and come forward by 5 red concrete. And then we'll come down and make some banners for the logo. So come on into your loom here. We're going to use a white banner and we're going to be using red dye. We put a vertical on the left and then a horizontal in the middle. Then we'll make one opposite. So new banner, vertical on the right, horizontal in the middle. Then we'll switch to white dye and we'll put a white border around these. Then we can come up and place our logo up here. So on this edge of red concrete we left, we're going to use our 2 banners to make like this 8 shape. Same thing over here, make an 8 shape over here. Next to this, on the bottom row here, we're actually going to knock out 4 blocks coming forward. Replace it with smooth quartz, and then 2 smooth quartz on top in the middle, and we can fill in the rest of this row with red concrete. Then we'll do the same thing over here. So knock out 4. Go ahead and fill that with smooth quartz, 2 on top, and fill the rest with red concrete. For the top one, we're going to use red terracotta, and we'll start on the end, make a 2x3, and start bringing it down 2 blocks tall. We're switching to red terracotta instead of red concrete so that it differentiates the 2 containers and it doesn't look like one giant red blob in Minecraft. This way it'll just look like this container's sun faded. Now that the first 2 layers are done, we'll put a 2x3 on each end here. And we're just going to copy the pattern from below it. So come forward by that same length here. Place our 2 banners on it for the logo. Then 4 smooth quartz with 2 on top in the middle. And fill in the rest with red terracotta. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side here. So come forward with a 2 high of red terracotta. Put your banner logos on. 4 smooth quartz, 2 in the middle, and fill the rest with red terracotta. Then we're going to go ahead and fill this entire top in, end to end, with red terracotta. If you don't like the quartz showing on top, we can always come through like this with red carpet and cover the whole roof of this container with red carpet, going from end to end. So now this one's completed with 2 different containers for the red hub group. Then we're going to move on to this last one, and we'll do this one different here, because sometimes they have 2 smaller containers on bottom with a large one on top. So that's what we'll do for the next car. So come on in the end of this here with yellow terracotta, and we're going to come across right here with yellow terracotta. We got to get the bottom, so swing under here and fill the bottom in as well. And we have this gap, so we're going to fill that with polished granite slabs down on bottom, so it looks like it's sitting on something. Then we can come around and extend this up by another 2 rows of 3. Then come off the sides and extend it out in a 4x2 on each side of yellow terracotta. Then a 2x2 of coal for the logo. And then another 4x2 of yellow terracotta. And actually looking at it, we came too far here because we want 2 containers on this bottom. So we'll go ahead and knock 2 off the ends here. And then we're going to move this coal over. So knock out the right hand side of the coal and move it over by one like this. Come down to this end with an iron block, come down in here, put 3 slabs on bottom so there's a floor, switch to an iron block, and we're going to make a 4x3 of iron blocks for the second container on bottom. Drag iron blocks forward on the bottom row until it meets up with this other container here. Then we'll put a row across the top like that. It actually doesn't quite look like the middle, so I'm going to knock out 1 row of this yellow terracotta and replace it with iron so it looks more centered. Then we'll put 2 red terracotta for a logo here, 2 over there, and fill the rest in with iron. Now our bottom containers are complete and we have 2 different containers on bottom. Come on top here on the ends and put 3 white concrete on each side and 3 blue concrete in the middle. Same thing on this end, 3 white concrete on each side, 3 blue in the middle. Then we'll go ahead and fill in this first row, coming end to end with blue concrete. Then on the next row up, we're going to use blue concrete, and we're going to count in by 5 on each side, so we have a center. Fill the center with white concrete, and then another layer of white concrete above it for the logo. Then we'll mesh that up, so 2 high white concrete for the logo on this side, and we'll fill all the rest of this in with blue concrete here. I'm filling in the top because I forgot I didn't do the top layer, so you don't need to fill in that middle right now because we have to make 1 more layer above this. So we need 1 more layer on this container, so white concrete in the corners. And fill all the rest of the top in with blue concrete. And just bring it all the way down to the other end here. And there we have it, folks. We've completed our intermodal well cars in 3 different designs here and more container designs for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there.